Well, Coach, CJ flew for the first time yesterday. Any ill effects? How is he?
No, he's fine. He's ready to go.
You had 2 previous games versus the Kings this season. How does that affect tonight, if at all? And did you learn anything through those 2 games about slowing down Fox?
Yeah, it definitely ties into tonight's game. You know, you have experience playing a team. You know their sets. They know your sets. This game is going to be a higher intensity game on their home floor. They're going to look to want to get some give back after losing 2 games on our home floor. So we have to be prepared for that.
It is a regular season game, but it is an in-season tournament game. It just appears your players are really embracing the moment. Do you sense that when you talk to them in the locker room?
For sure. We all are. This is a unique experience for our group to have a regular season game where it's also an elimination game. And we love these moments. We relish these moments. This is a great experience, and we look forward to getting out on the floor and competing at a high level. My prediction is that it's going to be a high-intensity game for sure.
Brandon is leading you in total points and total assists. What does that tell you about how his game has evolved, especially in the last couple of years?
He's a prime-time player. He's getting better and better since I've been here. This is my 3rd season. His willingness to, make the early easy pass, the simple pass to his teammates, and then his knack for scoring when the time calls for it. And we love what he's bringing to our team, and we want to continue to grow together with this group.
A few years ago when you guys were in the playoffs, we talked about elimination games and how it's so much different than what guys are used to. How much do you think having young players being in this type of environment can help kind of develop, their maturity?
I think it's crucial for young players and really a young team. You get to experience an elimination game during the regular season, which is we don't normally get in the NBA, and so this is a great experience for us. And then they get to see the crowd, the intensity of the game, the physicality of the game. The margin for error becomes smaller, so execution and focus is extremely important. All the things that it takes to be a playoff team.
Of course, the focus is to win so your guys can move on, but you guys are also in the process of kind of putting all these pieces back together and figuring out what it looks like. I guess what's that process been like, trying to figure out how to get all of these lineups together and put guys in a position where they can succeed?
Yeah, it's a revolving door sometimes with, navigating some injuries and guys being out, but I think every team to a degree has to deal with that at some point. It's also a blessing to be getting these guys back at the right time. And so we'll get Trey, we'll get CJ back tonight, and we'll go after it. That's the main thing for us, is just make sure we focus on what we can control and go out there, put our best foot forward, and try to win this game.
Does it feel, you don't have the whole band back together, but you got, your lead bass, you got your lead, singing and all that, what is that like to at least get to see some of that?
It's like I said, we're grateful to be getting guys back. I think that's important for us to see how successful we can be with this group being whole. Tonight will be a good test against a really good team, a playoff-tested team. So it'll be fun. We're all looking forward to it. I don't have too much to say about it because we got to go out and put it on the floor. We have to go out and compete, play together, play hard, have fun doing it, and try to carve out a win against a tough opponent.
Did they watch the Warriors game so they could kind of see what the intensity was like here a week ago?
I'm sure we did. I've watched a couple games. I'm sure our players have watched them. We talked about them, not just a week ago, but even the playoff games, how physical they were. And, it went to a Game 7. It could have been anybody's ball game. So it's going to be a test for us for sure.
I did want to ask you, did you watch the Kings game against the Warriors?
Yes.
And you realize that they lost, we'd be having this press conference in New Orleans?
For sure. Absolutely.
So what was your reaction when you saw it? Because you knew the dynamics of the shot.
It didn't matter. For me, it was control what we can. If we won 4 games, we wouldn't have to be worried about that game. We didn't. We lost to Houston. We won the other 3. Dallas gave us some help. So once Dallas gave us help, it was a matter of whatever it is, these are the cards that we dealt, whether it's at home or we go to SAC. So that's kind of my mindset.
And you guys played that night, right?
Yeah, we did.
So you watched on your phone? Where you watching this game?
Yeah, just probably at home somewhere or on my phone, wherever I was. I finished watching the game. No, I was at home.
Okay.
I was at home. So we watched Dallas, Houston, and they came on late after that. Yeah. Yeah, we all were. Thank you.
Make the mic the talk.